Shahana, how are you?
Hi, how are you, Malini? I'm good.
So first up, thanks so much for chatting with us, and we're very excited to see Midnight Children. Tell me a little bit about the movie.
Well, I mean, I always say this to people, especially those who read the book, that it's all very difficult to adapt a book into a film, especially given the fact that one is written to be read and the other is made to be watched. So
Right.
they are two different medium, and especially a book like Midnight's Children, which has such an elaborate narrative, both in terms of the language, in terms of the description, in terms of the events, in terms of the number of years it shows, and the generations of people. So this is one perspective, I would say, on the book. I don't think a book like Midnight's Children can be encapsulated exactly as the book is written, and this is one perspective on the book, which is an agreed perspective between the writer and the director,
And did,
and the combination of Salman writing the screenplay and Deepa shooting it, and giving that the creative vision to it. um, I find it personally to be a really beautiful take on the book.
and did you read the book growing up? What did you think of it?
No, strangely, I actually didn't read it while I was growing up, but I did read it just before I was meant to meet them, and it was because I was going to meet them that I read it up, because I wanted to know, before I went to meet them, I wanted to know the narrative, and in fact, it was, my meeting was fixed for a few days later, and I knew I had just 3 days to read up the book, and I'm a very slow reader, so I really, but this is what I mean. Like, when I started reading it, and the narrative for me was, the style of writing was exactly. I mean, it clicked with me in terms of what I like, and I managed to kind of go through 300 pages um, uh, of the book before I met them. Read 100 pages each day very comfortably, even though I'm not such a voracious reader. And yeah, and so I read half of it before I met them, and then I completed the rest later. Um, so, I mean, the fact that I can say that self-explanatory, that I
Right.
obviously really love the narrative, which is why I managed to go through 300 pages so quickly. And funnily enough, when I was reading it, I kept imagining myself playing the character that I was eventually offered. So, I mean, I was really like thrilled and over the moon, because you always think that, we always hope for so much better for ourselves, and then you kind of bring yourself down to reality by saying, "Oh no, but it
Yeah.
can't be that. I mean, it's too good to be true." And I remember when I was told, the casting director was Uma Dakuna, and when she called me to tell me that Deepa wanted me to play Amina, I was literally jumping and like waving my arms like a lunatic while trying to sound very calm and composed on the phone and saying, "Oh, that's lovely. Sure, of course. Why would I not want to?" so,
That's
so yeah,
great.
for me, it was a perfect journey of reading this, or being introduced to this beautiful epic book, and straight away meeting the writer of the book, and a very prestigious and uh, sought after director, uh, and then playing the part that I envisioned myself very optimistically playing. So, I mean, I couldn't have asked for something better.